106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Are you telling me you built a time machine? What, a DeLorean?
This is a conspiracy.
Restless! I love you.
No.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Movie Reviews No One Asked For. I'm your host Seth, and these are your other hosts, Misty and Jason, and today we'll be talking about the 2023 Best Picture nominee, Women Talking, directed by Sarah Polby. Now this film revolves around a group of women in an isolated religious colony who struggle to reconcile their faith with a string of sexual assaults committed by the colony's men. Now this film, like I said, was a 2023 Best Picture nominee, but it was also nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Now, in my opinion, should have been nominated for a lot more, including Best Leading Actress for Rooney Mara, I believe.
I agree.
I think she should have gotten a nomination. The acting in this was very powerful from a lot of the women. Another one I want to include is Best Supporting Actress for both Jessie Buckley and Claire Foy. I would say both of them, I would give a nomination for Best Supporting Actress in this film. Both of them, you could feel their anger and their sadness in their characters. Now this film was the last one that we watched for the nominations, and it is also our last video for the nominations before we finally do our ranking, just because the Oscars are coming up. So look out for our next video to be the actual Oscar ranking. But this film was, I would want to say, probably the most surprising to me, just because this was one I didn't really know a lot about. Like, I honestly didn't even hear about it till I saw the nomination. So once I saw the nomination, I was kind of surprised to just see this film that, like, I didn't hear a lot of people talking about, but it was really moving. It was a really good story and really great acting, really carried that along with it. It told a really great, like, lesson and, like, a great theme and all that, and, like, just from the get-go, it really gets you hooked, and for that whole rest of the film, and it just keeps you hooked to it. Like, the story is just that engaging. And I even feel like the directing by Sarah Polly was really good too. Like, she makes sure you feel engaged, and it's one of the shorter films on this year's roster for Best Picture nominees. Right. It's only like an hour and 45 minutes, which for a Best Picture nominee this year is short, with all of them kind of ranging towards the closer to 3-hour mark range. This one was shorter, and so I really did enjoy this one, and I really did like it. I feel like it should have gotten some more nominations. I feel like this one was kind of snubbed this year. Like, it was better than a lot of the other films that were nominated too. But yeah, I really did enjoy it, and I would recommend this to a lot of people. Full disclosure though, before you watch it, just make sure you know it does touch on some dark subjects, but just look into, like, the triggers of that first, look into all of that may upset you first before you watch it, but if you feel like you're in the right mindset to watch it, you should watch it, because it is a really good film.
I'm glad you brought that up about the triggering thing, because I did want to say that, you do have to go in knowing that this movie does talk about sexual abuse of women, some little of children as well. I think that's kind of implied as well. So do know if those are triggers for you, definitely know that before going in to watch this movie. This movie was a very good movie, I thought, in my opinion. It was I know it was adapted from a book, and actually I would like to really read the book, because I would like to see, I'm sure there's more of a story there. I really liked what the director did, where she basically, I think she was showing, like, all the different type of reactions that people have when they have some kind of abuse, like the PTSD. I mean, there was, like, the woman that was extremely angry. There was the one that had a lot of anxiety and like PTSD, like trauma, that was very out in the open. There was some that was very submissive, and some that just wanted to act like they didn't even know it existed, or to act like it existed, ignore it basically. So I like that she did that. I thought that was really good. I mean, you're not going to go in with this big storyline of of seeing. It's just basically women talking is the whole movie, but it didn't need to have anything else. It was a very powerful message, and I just really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a very important movie to be made, so I really did like that.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent movie. It did have a good storyline as far as bringing to the forefront how people react under different abuseful situations. So, and it showed that wide variety. I do want to give a shout out. Seth kind of talked about the main character or main cast, but I want to shout out for Judith Ivey. I actually like her character in a lot of movies. She's like the most supporting, down-to-earth, loving character. We loved her in Devil's Advocate when she played Keanu Reeves' mom. And she was really the same character in this movie, too. I thought she did a really nice job. But overall, I mean, it's a good watch. I suggest people at least watch it once, get their opinion, their perspective, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Another thing I want to say, too...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Another thing I want to say, too, that I forgot to say during my turn was Ben Whishaw, too, as like one of the only male prominent roles. So he really does stick out. He does good with it, just because I know some like his most popular prior role to this was him voicing Paddington Bear. So he goes from that to this. He does good with the transition. He does good.
Big transition.
Big transition. But you do enjoy his character as well. But
To quote Nicolas Cage in that movie, Paddington 2 is the best movie ever, or whatever.
I agree with you. I think Judith Ivey, I didn't mention any of the actresses. And to be completely transparent, like, you might notice a little difference in the video, it might look a little different. We had to take a break. I got a little emotional last night trying to film, so that might be a difference. But I didn't mention all that. But the actresses and stuff, and the actor in this movie, they were really, really good. It was a really good movie. And I know it's loosely based or true story. I don't know how much of it's true. I did not look into all of that. It's just really sad that people still have that, and they have to live through that. So,
yeah, but with that, I think we should get into our ratings of this film. And to start us off, I rated this, just like a lot of the other films for this Oscar season, with a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it.
I actually gave it a 4.
I stuck to my true self with low ratings. I gave it 2.5, which was better than half the movies, but I gave it 2.5 stars.
All right, well, like we said, make sure you watch this on your own, get your own thoughts on it, but make sure you know the triggers going into it, just because it can be a dark film. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, please do hit the like button, hit subscribe, all that, because if you see yourself coming back watching all of our videos over and over again, you're not subscribed, just hit subscribe because you're coming back anyways.
It'll notify you when we post a new video.
Exactly. But this was our last video for our Best Picture nominees. Before our next one will be our actual ranking video for the nominees, so make sure you catch up on all of our last 10-ish videos, just so you're prepared for this last one coming up. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks.
Bye.